backpack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
The kicker on for the extra.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. About them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
With a 48-yard
tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Makes this extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
58, boys, 58, 58. Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Play fake. Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Come on now. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
To Scotty Miller. It's a gain of 11.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Shoot. Check. 45 the mic. 65.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
58 the mic. 58 the mic.
On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Bucks it. 52. 51's the mic. Let's go, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams. In the final seconds of the first half, the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Max 42. Max 42. Check. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. No, 66.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. 48 to Mike. What we got?
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 38 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Touchdown, defense. Lots 43. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. After the turnover, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's second down. Now a run with Cook. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well put.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Number 29, Chase.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
58, boys, 58, 58.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals add on. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 48, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
29-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going deep this time from... And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Extra point.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That throw by Brady incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. I'll give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Target. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Again, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Cardinals take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's Murray back near his goal line. And they work this out past the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right?
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. Uses the spin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw it. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago